Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King. And today I'm going to be giving you part 2 of What If Naruto was a Prodigy who awakened his true potential. Part 2 guys. Remember if you're new and this is the first time you hear my voice, yes. It's a boy Anime King and I indeed have 3 channels. Anime King, Anime King 2, and Anime King 3. Which I post What If on every single day for you guys to enjoy. Yes, you heard that correctly, it was no mistake. I post What If on each of these channels every single day. So go ahead and click that red subscribe button, links will be down in the description for the other 2 guys. And also I post a brand new episode of What If Naruto was half Kryptonian and half Saiyan over Anime King 3. And over Anime King 2 I post a brand new episode of What If Naruto was an outcast Uchiha in the time of the Sanins. So go ahead and enjoy that guys. And also remember to stay in tune for the rest of What If's coming your way. And I really hope you guys enjoy each and every one of them. So without further ado, what do you say we just jump right into this new episode? Start the intro. So the last time we left off, Naruto, as he was currently under a tree, his caretaker, Tsukimi, she was a caretaker of the orphanage. She would do whatever it takes to make sure the children are alright, as Naruto loved her very much. As he had a book about ninja studies, as he asked her permission as she told him to come back by night. The reason he wanted to become a ninja was because of what he did one day. A bully was bullying a girl and he punched him, knocking him down. The hug that he got from the girl, and her thanking him for his help, was enough to push him past the punishment that he got later that day for breaking the bully's nose. Kakashi came across Naruto as he saw him. Kakashi was baffled. No, it can't be, he thought as he rushed off. Meanwhile, as Naruto was working on leaf balance exercise, Madara Uchiha himself in his old age arrived. There was a connection between him and Naruto because, well, if you would look closely you would notice that Naruto here was not blonde. It was black. And his eyes were dark as well. He didn't look nothing like Minato or Kushina, even though they were related. Madara Uchiha approached the boy as he helped him. As Naruto was grateful for his help regarding different exercises. As the time went by, as Naruto learned and trained with the men. When the time finally came though, as Naruto went to the academy, as Tsukimi died, as Naruto felt horrible about that. But he continued to train the Madara after a while, as he did not understand a lot. Yes, he was a smart child and not to mention his power was great. But there was also a lot more that he needed to understand about life with Madara was going to help him reach his full potential before anything else were to happen. So with that he continued to train Naruto as Naruto learned about Madara in the academy. He was shocked as he came back to the old man. Madara told him that yes, he was Madara Uchiha, and he was his grandson. Yes, Naruto was his grandson. Now that was shocking. Madara explained that. He explained everything, from the stage coming down, but he also told him about his mother Kushina and Minato as well. It turns out that Kushina, on her dying breath, she used the chakra, and not to mention the seal, and twist it. Instead of sealing the Kyuubi inside of Naruto, she sealed it and send it away through a space-time ninjutsu. Madara did not disclose his location right there and then, but he was gone. That meant there was nothing for Konoha to have there. Nothing for them to let their grief out on. That is why Naruto grew up, with Tsukimi loving him as a child. Calling him a smart, sweet child, he never had the beast. He wasn't a Jinchuriki, because his mother made sure that he would not live that life, as Naruto was grateful for her. As Naruto was going to become a ninja, he was going to become the strongest after. Madara lessons kept on going into his head over and over, as he trained him to his best of his ability. He sent Naruto out at night to complete his first kill, as Naruto had 3 totem in each eye. He took out a few bandits who, were gonna defile 4 women and a little girl, as he made sure they would be sent to hell by executing their life, taking the boss head to bring it back for the cash. As Naruto came back, some time passed, but Madara wouldn't wake up, as Naruto realized that the man had died in his sleep. He was already old, so this was coming and Naruto knew it, but to lose him, it broke him down. As Naruto had left the academy because he was much stronger than what the academy has to offer, he was able to freely train himself. Tsunade had a stamp to that. Kakashi had become violent with Hiruzen, as the man had lied to him telling him that Naruto was dead, so that Kakashi could keep on benefiting and working for Konoha. As Tsunade was angry at him. She was now the Hokage as he has made her take the position, but she was angry at him as he left. As it was time that he relinquished his visiting to the office, seeing that she said it's time for him to go, and not to mention she called him her former associate. Former, that meant, well, it was done between them. But Naruto came back as he wanted to take the Genin exams. Tsunade was all willing to let him take it. The only reason why he wasn't allowed to take it early was because of the incident with Itachi, and no other student were allowed to graduate early. They were gonna have to wait until the proper time despite being stronger than most. As Naruto went to Shizune to fill out the form. So yeah guys, basically as we left off, you guys can switch across the place, check of yourself, and yes, remember to go ahead and check out the other what ifs over in Anime King 3 and over in Anime King. I really hope you guys enjoy each and every one of them guys. So without further ado, what do you say we jump right into episode start? The episode guys. Good morning Naruto-kun. Naruto locked his door as he turned his head to see his neighbor Shizune, greeting him looking rather chipper. Yo, Shizune, he said casually. Good morning big brother Naruto. A tiny voice said. Huh? Said Naruto as he looked around. I heard a voice but I don't see anyone. What could that have been? Big brother Naruto? As Naruto was forced to fend off a vicious attack. Well, hugging him around the leg until he fell over. Minako-chan, is that you? He said. When did you get here? As he picks up the bouncy 4-year-old. I've been here forever, she says. She wrapped her arms around his neck, crushing his hair down. Shizune smiled. Minako-chan found out that her big brother Naruto was graduating today, so she just had to wish him good luck. She did now, said Naruto as he looked down. As the girl nodded, her silver hair going up and down. Aw, said Naruto with a tease, as she blushed and buried her face into his shoulder. From behind Shizune, a male voice made itself known. Yo, Naruto. As Naruto tilted his head. Kakashi, he said, the old bat gave you both today off. Hokage-sama gives us both day off, yes. Shizune said, correcting his statement. As Kakashi simply eyed smiled. And Kakashi can't go on missions now anyway. Why? Said Naruto. Injured? Pregnant? He asked. Ma, said Kakashi. Hokage-sama has deemed it necessary to burden me with some genin student this year. But there was some mirth in his voice. A shame, said Naruto. I hope I don't get put on your team. You've been here like what, 20 seconds? And I'm already sick of your face. I agree, said Kakashi. It's insulting to put up with the presence of those that are insignificantly less skilled than you. As sparks start to fly between their eyes, Shizune bumped them both on the head. As Minako giggled. No more prank war, she said, as she tapped into her mother voice, as she then switched her kindly self in an instant. But since we have the day off, we thought we would come by the academy and scout out the students while they're doing their tests. Kakashi might see who we will get, and Minako get to watch her big brother. In that case, I better not disappoint, as Naruto poked her in the side as she squawked a bit. Well, we better be on our way. You don't want to be late for your own graduation. Naruto liked his neighbors a lot. Shizune was one of the people that teach him how to live on his own, like cooking and cleaning, as she practically beat the information into his skull to make sure that he keep his home in order. Kakashi was someone that he thought very highly of as well. His mannerism made him understand how to be a man. Plus it was different when they were roughhousing, not to mention in their little spars. It was a lot different from when the girls wanted to play with him. It made him understand how rough was too rough, as he was in close contact with a lot of the other orphans. after Sukune Bachan passed away. Fighting was one thing, but playing rough was something else, especially when you want to interact with small people like Minako. Not to mention Kakashi recently taught him how to shave. They were the best neighbors that you could ever ask for. As Minako climbed onto his shoulders. "Giddy up! Mush! Mush!" she said. Time skip. Some of you are here to make your family proud and some of you are here because you have something to prove. But today you're here to let yourself and all of Konoha know that you're worthy of serving beside the finest shinobis in the world. Tsunade finished her speech as the teachers clapped, followed by students and parents, as she stepped down from the podium, as Naruto's eyes couldn't help but watch, as her chest bounced as it went down. He hoped no one noticed him idling the Hokage. He noticed Kakashi was eye-smiling at him while clapping. Damn it. There was about half an hour of mingling while the teacher set up the outdoor tests, open field, shuriken jutsu tests, and a large taijutsu ring. Most of the students went in the chat instead of putting up with their embarrassing parents. As Naruto was watching it all as Tsunade approached him. "I'm looking forward to see what you can do today, Naruto. I'm hoping that my decision to let you study and train on your own wasn't a bad one." As Naruto looked her in the eyes, not an inch down. "You won't be disappointed. I'm stronger than everyone else in my class." Of that he had no doubt. And yes, the teachers were included. "Then your confidence won't be unheard then," she said, with a smile on her face, as she turned to face Kakashi and Shizune, who had just finished talking with some parents. Her smile became motherly as she saw Shizune holding her child. "Tsunade-sama." Shizune and Kakashi gave a respectful bow of their head. "I see that you came to see who you'll be sending back at the academy this year. Perhaps I'll have a good batch this year, instead of an unfortunate one." As Shizune pinched him, as Tsunade leaned in. "And here's little munchkin," she said. But Minako, as she snuggled into Shizune, hiding her face. "Mina-chan, Tsunade-sama is talking to you. What do you say when someone says hi?" A small shiver went down Kakashi's spine as he glanced up toward the stairs, as his eyes met with Naruto, who was slowly going up, as an evil, wicked grin was on his face, as he smiled and walked through. As he realized that last smile was towards his daughter, Kakashi realized why Naruto was smiling at his daughter. "Tsunade-bachan!" The child shouted out. Kakashi's heart stopped. Shizune's jaw dropped. Every other parent turned towards them. "That little bat, aren't you adorable?" As Kakashi was cut off as Tsunade scooped the child in her arms. No one expected her to be this way after she was called Bachan. Everyone knew that she hated being called that, and yet she was happy with it. Well, everyone had one reaction. Huh? Time skip. "My mom was getting kind stuff done in the Hokage office yesterday, and guess what?" "What is it, Ino-chan?" The small voice that said that could almost be mistaken for a whisper. "You know that Naruto guy, the tall one, who is almost never here? He gets to take the genin exam. He got to skip it while we all had to be suffering doing this boring junk." Ino threw her hands up in the air, as she was clearly frustrated, as Naruto has been coming to the academy for the past 2 weeks. While because of his records he would not get Rookie of the Year, some of the boys were frustrated because he was defeating them with effortless. At taijutsu, even Sasuke could not hit him, but at least Sasuke never complained and he came back every time to fight Naruto. "Oh," the small voice said. "I don't think that Naruto-san needs in. You're so lucky, Hinata," Ino said. "You're probably gonna get Shino or..." As her mood then switched. "Sasuke-kun," she said. Hinata was overwhelmed. She didn't want Ino's overpressive personality to make her more skittish than she already was. Father already considered her as a lost cause already, and she didn't want to disappoint him even more. "Meanwhile, I'm gonna get stuck with that lazy bone Shikamaru and that too busy eating to win Choji. This sucks." Maybe they realize how hopeless you are. Ino's head snapped around towards the smirking pink head. If looks could kill, there would be one less genin today. Hinata shrank, frozen on the spot. She knew there was a fight about to break out, but luckily Iruka walked into the room. "Good morning, everyone, take your seat." But they all ignore him though. "Students, please take your seat." They still continue to yap. Sit down and shut up, he said, his head growing large. Everyone, everyone simply went silent as he sat down. Hinata breathed a sigh of relief. Do not make your last day here a bad one. You still need to pass this test, so I want all of you to act befitting as a shinobi. Do you understand? Yes, Aruka-sensei, they all said. The door slid open as Naruto stepped in. As Hinata recognized the tall boy, he was Naruto. You're late, Aruka said. He seemed resigned about it because he has probably tried and failed to get Naruto to show up on time. Has his test started yet? Said Naruto. Aruka shook his head. Just take a seat, Naruto, he said. Spiteful child tried to put their feet out so he can trip over it. As Naruto found it rather amusing, he stepped over their feet as he walked down and sat beside Hinata. As she watched as he folded his arms over his muscular chest, she really hoped that he doesn't notice her eyeing him up. He turned his gaze towards her as she saw his visible eye, and he winked. She turned her gaze rather quickly, her face turning red. Lucky enough, Mizuki-sensei started to hand out the tests. You will each have 1 hour to complete your tests. If you are caught cheating, you will be disqualified. Hinata watched as he looked over the paper. She wished she could have his confidence. No, I have to do my best. I have to be like Naruto, she thought, as she looked towards the questions. It will be a long hour. Half of the students didn't finish the exam. They would probably try to catch up doing the practical side. But the ones that would be getting significant markings were Naruto, Sasuke, who finished the tests, and some of the other clan children, including Sakura as well. Aruka and Mizuki got the tests, and Tsutsumi-sensei, who is delegated towards the Kunoichi Espinal training, is the one that got all the tests. She would have the grueling work of marking them. All of the students were laid out toward training field. The parents who had taken their children away to mingle and talk had returned as they were here to watch them. I don't recognize the tall one. Did he fail last year? Asked Nari Yoshino as she stood with her fellow mothers. That's Uzumaki Naruto. Tsunade-sama gave him special permission to train on his own, since students aren't allowed to graduate early anymore, said Kakashi. He must be very skilled then, said Yoshino. Kakashi eyed smiled as he spoke before Shizune could say something. I'm sure that we will see very shortly. As they clapped to see a civilian student get an above average score, as the rest of the parents clap as well. Once Sasuke display is exceptional shuriken test jutsu, Naruto was quick to match it and get a perfect score. Go big brother Naruto! Minako cheered joyfully. Next up is ninjutsu. As Aruka led them towards a more open area, the parents shuffled along so they could watch as well from a safe distance. The students came forward in the same order that they were called in. As Shizune saw someone, she has remarkable chakra control for someone so young. Haruna, was it? She could make a medical ninja if she trained some more. A pair of civilians beamed at the praise of their daughter. Sasuke Uchiha. As the girls in the class squealed, Sasuke made 2 quick clones. He then performed a fast substitution, followed up by an impressive transformation into Aruka. Not bad, said Kakashi. The kid was pretty good at the jutsus that were provided by the academy at least. It was hard not to see the prodigy that was Itachi Uchiha in him, even though he knew that it wasn't fair. Kakashi wondered what kind of potential he had, and how far he could have come under better guidance. He doubted anyone besides his own family could taught him how to use his gifts. Naruto Uzumaki. As Naruto stepped forward, Shadow Clone Jutsu, as he created 2 perfect clones. Substitution as he substitutes at the same speed as Sasuke. He then paused before he used his next jutsu, Transform. As Kakashi eye nearly popped out of his sockets, as an erotic voice spoke, wherever did my clothes go? A stunning, black-haired woman, as her hair reached down towards her ankles, as there was whips of smoke covering her private parts. Nosebleeds and blushes erupt all around the crowd. Nice, Naruto, Kakashi said, as him and every other man in their situation are put in their place by their spouses. Naruto Uzumaki. Shizune's voice was like death calling out to him, as Naruto trembled. Aruka plugged his nostrils with his finger. You idiot! Don't use perverse jutsu like this! I should have known. Tsunade clapped her hand over her forehead. Of course, a young boy who was left alone would learn jutsus like this. As Naruto got glares from almost every female as he returned back to normal, as he transformed to Alka flawlessly, and that was the concluding jutsu of the exams. The next is Taijutsu. I hope you all got energy left for this one. Most of the fights are pathetic to say at least. Even the pair of Fame Inoshika-cho students aren't really happy to engage in Taijutsu. Shikamaru threw some lazy punches at Choji, barely even deflect them at all. They were only doing this because their mothers were watching. They didn't really want to fight. Honestly, that boy, said Yoshino. As Choji's mother sighed, the boys were given poor marks. Kiba and Shino provide a more respected matchup, something their mother and father seem more respected about. Your boy is as gifted as you are, with their clan fighting style, said Burame Shibi. He's got the vigor for it, said Tatsumi, with a proud smirk. But he really need to learn not just to throw himself around like that. The mini you nearly take it away from him with that blind spot in the middle. Justice shows that brain also matter. As Shibi nodded, his son wasn't for taijutsu but he still fight, despite knowing that he was outmatched. The next fight was Sasuke Uchiha and Naruto Uzumaki. Step forward please. As the both of them stepped forward, Sasuke looked quite pumped up, as Naruto looked rather calm. Kakashi had saw Naruto fight and he also sparred with him, but there was nothing too serious, he just helped him a bit with his style as well. But he hasn't really seen him fight for real. Their relationship was more like uncle and nephew, not real serious teacher and student bonding. But then he saw him slip into another taijutsu stance that Kakashi has never seen before. He knew that Naruto that he knew was not just only a mask, because it was real jovial in him, real joy. But he wondered how much Naruto was hiding. If he could display such techniques without having any influence from the shinobi forces. Are you both ready? Mizuki said, as he was the one that was calling this match. They both nodded. Begin! Sasuke rushed as he threw the first punch. Naruto leaned his head instead of moving, as he swept Sasuke's leg from his side. Mid-fall though, Sasuke spin and swing with the axe kick, as Naruto caught it with his hand. He then threw his hand forward and collided right in Sasuke's chest, knocking the wind out of him. As Sasuke used the momentum on the ground to push himself forward, as he swept towards Naruto's skull, Naruto ducked, before moving to the side and kicking him right in the side. Sasuke flipped in mid-air. At the moment he did, Naruto was upon him within seconds. He deflected Naruto's attacks. He tried to as his best, as he tried to control the movements, but he could not. Naruto was just much faster. As Sasuke saw the perfect opening as he jumped, he twisted his leg as he brought it up. But Naruto blocked it as Sasuke used the momentum to bring his arm down. But Naruto saw the wide open ear in his chest. Sasuke received a brutal kick out of the ear as he crashed on the ground. The academy teacher seemed to watch as the spar go on, as Naruto had yet to be hit once, but Sasuke seemed like he was not done yet. You've gotten stronger, Sasuke, said Naruto, as he then shifted back into his stance. Come at me. Let's dance. As Sasuke threw himself into a series of punches, kicks, lashing out with everything that he got. But Naruto here started to whistle behind him as he dodged everything that was sent his way. Sasuke's face started to get red from exertion. As his body started to deteriorate, he was getting exhausted. Unreal, said Tatsumi, surprised. These were definitely not academic students. They're not nothing to scoff at. Kakashi noticed that Sasuke's steam was running low, but he was reacting faster and better than before. His moves are more efficient, and he was doing better at defending himself from Naruto blows. He is too tired out to attack fluently, but his movements are more calm, steady. When the glint of Sasuke's eyes was revealed, that's when he saw it. This spar has gone on too long, said Shibi, as he probably caught on as well. It is unusual that this is allowed to continue. Kakashi agreed with that. It escalated too far if we could cause that change within Sasuke. It could be the emotional frustration at losing, or being pushed harder than he's ever been before. But there will be people that were pleased with this development. As the instructor Mizuki caught on, as he called it, the spar is over. Naruto and Sasuke received full marks. Sasuke slumped instantly as he was drained of his stamina. Cheers erupted at taijutsu prowess. No one expected to see this when they came here today. The girls tried to crowd around Sasuke as Naruto stepped past. I guess I should congratulate you, Sasuke. Sasuke panted as he looked up as he saw two fingers, the seal. Sasuke took them with his own, as Naruto pulled him to his feet. as Naruto pulled a kunai and pointed towards Sasuke, the angle side, as Sasuke saw his eyes. As he collapsed once again, Iruka rushed over the bottle of water. "Drink it slow, Sasuke. We don't want you throwing it back up again." As Sasuke nodded and drank, as Iruka glanced towards Mizuki wondering if the man was up to something. But he leave it for now. Shizune made her way over and made the girls move, as she run tests on Sasuke to make sure he was okay. "He is perfectly fine, just physically exhausted and a bit battered," she said. "That was amazing, big brother!" As a small child rushed over, "You were all like twop, and he was like boop," as she started to show the fight by punching ear herself. A couple of Genins that were helping the academy today brought out the tables and set them up with a fresh Genin headbands. The other instructor was finished with the papers. Generally, this exam was not really public, but it was to motivate the students that did not pass that they had another shot, and also to the non-clan children to show them what was required of their kids to guide them better. Students that didn't pass would be held back, and they would get a same-day retest. But if they fail that test, they will have us speak with their guardian, and they will have a few months to get them back in fighting shape. But if they don't, they will have to drop out entirely and pursue civilian education. Sasuke Uchiha, step forward, please. Today you have proven to yourself and Konoha that you would be an excellent and worthy addition to our shinobi. You received the title of Rookie of the Year for your dedication. Congratulations on becoming a genin. As claps came from all around, the girls over to the side was cooing at him. Sasuke tied around his head and sat back right beside Naruto. "Uzumaki Naruto, step forward, please." As the moment he got up, the fangirls rushed to his seat so they could be beside Sasuke. "Naruto, I'll admit, I didn't expect what we got out of you today. But I see that tonight saw my intuition had proven right once again. Wear this with pride and welcome to the forces. I know that you will make a fine Konoha shinobi." "Thank you," said Naruto. As he tied up his own forehead protector, there was applause as well. "That concludes your graduation. I'm honored to have taught such fine shinobis. Come back tomorrow for your assignments to your genin squads." As Naruto was accosted by the people that he arrived with. "My goodness, when were you going to tell us that you could do that?" "I wasn't," said Naruto as he adjusted his headband. "I didn't think that it mattered." "Well," Shizune said, as she held her sleeping daughter, as she wasn't being too loud to awake her. "Iruka Sensei was a line. You're going to make an excellent shinobi if you keep that performance up. It's kind of weird that Mizuki Sensei let it go on for so long. But it's cool that Sasuke got the Sharingan though," said Naruto. Indeed, it was the Kakashi, but he was also thinking that his power was allowed to continue for so long. "Well, time for my celebratory ramen," said Naruto as he started to walk off. But Kakashi stopped him. "Why don't you wait a second?" "My treat," he said. As Kakashi saw Sasuke. "Good job, kid," he said. "I was impressed. You should probably get used to fighting on ground level though. Being floaty is normal for some people, but you can see how Naruto controlled most of the fight. He kept you on ground because he knew that you would be less effective. I think you got potential though." "Wow," Shizune said. "You must have really left an impression if my quiet little mouse of a husband said something," she said. "Thanks," Sasuke said, as he wasn't sure how to act when a legendary shinobi praised his skill like that. As Kakashi merely eyed smile. As the group left, Sasuke felt a bit envious as he watched a small group before he left as well. Time skip. "So Kakashi, why don't you tell me why you want Naruto and Sasuke?" Kakashi nearly snorted, seeing that every other Jonin instructor wanted the boys, as they had lined up to come up with a few last-minute changes regarding the team placement. They're good for each other from what I've seen. Naruto is clearly gifted and Sasuke lacks a rival that can keep up with him. And Naruto would be that and more as well. According to this, as he gestured towards the academy profile of Sasuke, he has trouble interacting with his peers, but I did not see that kind of behavior even after Naruto thrashed him. As far as I can tell, Naruto is outright encouraging Sasuke to get stronger, instead of dragging him down. It might even help him to defer to Naruto because he didn't seem to mind at all, and that will be a huge stepping stone in having him react with other people and build bonds with his fellow shinobis. And he also awoke the Sharingan today as well, something at the very least I have more knowledge on than all the others here. Snazzy looked to be considering it, and I want Sakura as well, for obvious reasons. as he had received an earful by his wife. Alright, seeing that you're the only sensei that gave me a good reason instead of just wanting a prodigy that can do more work on their own so they can do less as a sensei. You're approved, she said. The other teams will be as follows. Team 8, Kiba, Inuzaka, the Hyuga, the Aburame. On the Kurenai UI, Team 10, Yamanaka, Nara, Akimichi. It went on until all of them were on teams. Alright, that concludes the list. Everyone except for Kakashi, Kurenai, and Asuma. Oh please. Once they were gone, she spoke. Kakashi, I think you're aware what happened at the academy today. It's not normal. I sent the envoy to monitor Mizuki, but I have not heard anything back from them. Kakashi briefed them, and investigate Mizuki and then report anything you find back to me. Yes, Hokage-sama. Meanwhile, the cooling dead bodies of the two envoys lay at one man's feet. He awoke the Sharingan, you say? Well done, Mizuki. Mizuki was on one knee bowing. I live to serve, Orochimaru-sama. Indeed, it's a bit of a shame that your little plan draw the eyes of some important people. Mizuki looked up. You might have had a better use alive, if it had not. Slice! As Mizuki found his head sliced, the last thing he saw was a chakra scalpel. A shame indeed, someone behind him said. As the two wander off into the darkness of the night. Time skip. As Naruto ready himself, his normal morning routine as he got ready, getting on his shinobi gear. He must say that he was a bit nervous. He's never worked on a team before, and Kakashi was a person of legendary stealth and skills. He had to try a bit harder to keep what he wanted to hide a secret for now. If he revealed too much suspected abilities, uncomfortable questions would rise. He wanted to do so in his own terms in a situation that he could control. He wanted to create an echo that would scream across Konoha and say, "Don't you mess with me." There were still ways that he could honor his heritage though, without being too much about it. The Uzumaki clan was also a clan that he hailed from, not only the Uchiha, and it wouldn't be out of place for him to wear the Uzumaki symbol on his clothing. As he threw on a new black long sleeve shirt, customized to have a Uzumaki swirl on the back, he figured if he wasn't going to be representing the Uchiha yet, he would make his departed mother proud. As he had on black pants, as he tied up his forehead protector, it did not alter with his hair though, as his right eye was still visible while his left was covered. As his hair went down to his back, not covering the symbol. As he could sense that Kakashi was still asleep, he made his way. As he focused his senses, he could tell the amount of people that were nearby. He could tell if they were on their genjutsu, if they were sleeping due to their chakra. And if it was strong enough, he could sense what nature they possess as well. But as with all things, there was room for improvement. One of Madara's lessons were, how do you take what you know to the next level? It doesn't matter what it was. It was all well and gifted with abilities, but what was the point of not being able to push those abilities to a different level? In the case was his mind-eye sensing ability. It was said to be an extraordinary, amazing ability, yet he could only sense about 20 meters down the street before everything started to get a bit fuzzy. As he knew that he probably neglected his training in that regard, but he promised to do better there. He could always make excuses by only training the things that he saw as useful for now. He had to work on everything. Trying to see with their eyes were quite the challenge as he bumped into someone. As he was thinking about something else, not really focusing on his ability. Pardon me, he said. Oh, it's fine. The woman said to him, but you should probably walk with your eyes open. The risk of embarrassing myself help improves my sensory ability, Naruto said, hoping that she wasn't too upset about it. As she cracked a smile. A sensor, huh? The man with her spoke up sounding surprised. Sounds like your sensei got lucky. I'm Kurenai, and this is Asuma. The beautiful woman introduced him. We're on our way to the academy to pick up the new teams. I think Asuma is bitter that he did not get you. I am not, Asuma said. I don't think there was a chance anyway. I gave the Inoshiko trio. It's tradition, he said. Most of the teams were made up before the graduation anyway. But things had to be discussed in account for the dropouts and the latecomers, said Kurenai. She's bitter that she didn't get you either, Asuma said. Ignore him, said Kurenai. Naruto knew that he would not get an unproven sensei that would not help him reaching potential. So that means I got Kakashi then, he said. He was hoping that was not the case. Not that he hated or had anything against the man, but Kakashi was very intuitive and very smart as well. The higher-ups though, they did not know that Naruto knew of his father, and if there was any chance of him becoming like the man, they would jump at that excuse to make Konoha stronger. Asuma and Kurenai exchanged glances, as that gave it away. Kakashi was still asleep by the time he left. The man was really tardy. Well, sorry for bumping into you, but I should set an example to my sensei for showing up on time. As he excused himself. Did you feel his chakra? Asuma asked. He was no sensor, but being that close to anyone could feel. You could feel their power. Yes, it's insane. He almost has enough chakras, Kakashi. I would say, actually, maybe he has a bit more. And it's also as strong as well. How is that even possible? He's like 12. His mother was the same, Asuma said. As he remembered the story of how only a member of a certain clan could have chakra, powerful enough to suppress a Biju. Like that magnitude. His father was no slouch in that department either. Kakashi really is the one trying to teach him, Kurenai said, as she could imagine how that much potential could be in the hands of an enemy manipulator. Yeah, Asuma said. Maybe if he was younger, he would try to disagree that he should be the one, but Kakashi was completely different. Elites amongst the elites, and he was a lot better now that his mental state had eased out. Regardless of what anyone wanted, Kakashi could only be the one to teach Naruto and Sasuke. Naruto felt the difference in Sasuke chakra from him awakening the Sharingan. Many of the girls were glaring at him. It's annoying that he had to put up with their looks. What did he do wrong? Beat up another student that was willing to fight him. The boys, he could understand, they were jealous. But he didn't care about the looks because the ones that had strong motivation would use it to motivate them to move forward, but the ones with weak motivation would just complain about how unfair it was. But Sasuke did not hold back. It would be good to have him as a usual training partner. What the fangirls did not understand was Sasuke needed to be knocked down every now and then for him to continue to grow and push himself. But you couldn't really blame them, they were just children. They did not understand. As Naruto sat down beside Sasuke, the males in the class were not really friends with him. Yo, said Naruto. Sorry for the beatdown yesterday, but I'm not going easy on you if we end up on the same team. It's fine. It worked out in the end. Oh, you talking about your Keiki Genkai, said Naruto. Sasuke activated Sharingan. The juvenile state of those eyes posed no threat to Naruto as he looked directly into them. There was a single Tomo in each. It seemed to startle a few of the students. Yes, I learned from you as well. Do not think our next spar will be the same. After seeing Naruto's chakra network, he deactivated his eyes. I should hope not, said Naruto. It's hard to grow stronger when you fight weaker people. Not that weak people aren't capable of extraordinary things, said Naruto. I hear that Naruto is full of strategies that wield a unique jutsu. I suppose, Sasuke said, as he didn't seem to understand the value of people like that yet. Naruto thought to himself. Did Kakashi Hatake train you? He asked. The question was a bit awkward, but given that this was the most that Sasuke ever speak to him, he guessed she was alright. Nah, he's my neighbor. He paid me to babysit most times, but that's about it. Their conversation was halted by the noisy Sakura and Ino. My toe was in the door first. I win. I sit next to Sasuke-kun. Like hell, forehead girl. The both of them paused as they saw Naruto sitting there. Sorry, ladies. Sasuke-kun is mine now, said Naruto with a grin, as he was blatantly mocking them. He fell in love with my transformation jutsu and requested that I sit next with him in this class, said Naruto. Huh? Sasuke cringed at those words as Naruto's grin extended. You can sit next to him this once, Ino said, as she spat out the words, but she showed fear, as she seemed to be afraid of Naruto, while arguing with him, that is. Sakura glared at him as well, but neither girls wanted to do anything. Sasuke sighed in relief. He really hated the attention, it seems. Iruka came in. Alright, I think I kept you all waiting long enough, as he started to call out teams. When he reached up to Team 7, Team 7 will be Sasuke Uchiha, Sakura Haruno. Yes, Sakura screamed. No, Ino yelled. Ahem, he cleared his throat. And Naruto Uzumaki. Your sensei will be Kakashi Hatake. Classic Inoshika show as Naruto listened. A recontracting squad and some other team throw together for their special skills. As Naruto sighed, Kakashi was probably still asleep. This sucks, he said. You said he's your neighbor, can't we just go get him? That's probably not a good idea. Kakashi is normally an early riser, so he was probably kept up late for something. And I really don't want to get accused for stalking our sensei. In any case, no one said that we could not utilize this time. I think I'll practice my sensory ability. Sakura looked unsure. All she could do was go over the old textbooks on the shelves. Poor kids, Asuma said as he walked away with the students. Kakashi had dismissed him and Kurenai last night, after they had disposed of the body of the Anvu. That was standard procedure. The investigation was now in the hand of the investigator to scan the area and find out if anyone left anything behind. Oi, Sensei. How come I get stuck with these two? I got some of the best marks in our class. I should be on the one with Sasuke's team. Troublesome, said Shikamaru. It won't be so bad with us, will it, Ino? Choji asked. She faltered a bit at that, as he was just trying to be kind. The Inoshikacho trio is a famous collaboration technique. Maybe your old man hasn't told you, but it has been that way for generations now. At least be happy that you're on an effective combo and on a team that people that don't hate you. Most Genins don't get that luxury. Well, there is a problem though. And what's that? You're not really Genin yet. You still have to prove yourself to me. Wait, what? Ino said. With Kurenai and her team, your former classmates are a bit unlucky. Their sensei is gonna be running late after what he did last night. Naruto-kun doesn't like to waste his time, Hinata said. He won't stay still for too long. Who cares what that bastard is doing? What are you gonna teach us, sensei? Kiba burst out. He was brimmed with energy. Finally something that was not idiotic schoolwork. Kurenai gave him a glare as he flinched back. Do not be rude. You threw her in for a rude awakening if you think the academy was all that it takes. In fact, you three have to prove yourself to me before even going, or even thinking of going on any missions. Trust me, this will not be easy, she said, as they looked at her a bit nervously. Well, for Shino you couldn't really tell because of his whole demeanor. 3 hours later, Naruto was not brooding. He promised that he was not brooding, he was just a tad bit upset that his sensei was 3 hours late now. Yo, said Kakashi. Sorry I'm late, a black cat crossed my path, so I had to take the long way. They all gave him a deadpan look. Anyway, let's have a nice chat on the roof. They found themselves on top of the roof later on, as Kakashi sat on the railing. Introduce yourself, likes, dislikes, any dreams and hobbies. Why don't you go first, sensei? Said Sakura. He nodded. Couldn't hurt, right? Well, I'm Kakashi Atake. I have no desire to tell you my likes or my dislikes. My dream for the future is as he trailed off. As for my hobbies, he said, I have lots of hobbies. Useless. Weird old man. Just his name? The thoughts ran through their heads. You first, Sakura-chan. My name is Sakura Haruno. She glanced towards Sasuke. I dislike Ino Pig. My dreams are... She glanced towards Sasuke. Oh brother. What an emotional spectrum. Huh? 3 thoughts at her introduction. Well, I am Uzumaki Naruto. I like training and cute girls. Sakura growled a bit as Naruto found it hard to keep the smile out of his voice. I dislike when people underestimate me. Dreams? I want to have a big family that I can protect. Inner Sakura, cool at that. He wanted a big family. Hobbies? I don't have much, I guess. Well, I don't mind reading and learning new things. But his real hobbies were training and winding people up. Kakashi nodded. Many orphans had desires to have family. How about you, Sasuke-kun? Anything to share with the team? Sasuke Uchiha. I don't dislike or like much. My goal, I wish to restore my clan, is golden shift, slightly darker, and to kill a certain man. Scary, Sakura thought. She didn't know Sasuke-kun had such an ambition. As Naruto only understood, he doesn't really think anything in particular. Well, it's good that you know each other now. I hope you continue to know each other after one of you are sent back to the academy. What? I don't have the time to train 3-week students, so we're gonna have a survival test. You 3 are gonna try your best to get these bells from me, as he jiggled the bell on his pants. The one that doesn't get a bell, well, bad luck. Sakura started to sweat at the thought of competing with these 2. They won't hesitate to fight me for a bell. She looked towards Naruto. I have to trick him. I cannot not be on Sasuke's team, she thought to herself. She had to do something. Meet me at training ground 7, said Kakashi. Time skip, alright. You have until sundown to get these bells. Ready? Begin! As Sasuke and Sakura leaped to the trees. But Naruto viciously attacked him the moment he said those words. As Kakashi grabbed and threw him over his head. Already? I thought I would get some reading time in. As Naruto was quick and aggressive, Kakashi was beyond impressed. Naruto's speed and strength was nothing to scoff at. Unfortunately, Kakashi wasn't a Chunin or normal Jonin, for that matter. As he blocked and defended against every one of Naruto's blows, he did not attack back to show which one of them was actually stronger. As Naruto landed and threw 2 shurikens as he attacked with a kunai, Kakashi catch both of them on each of his fingers as he threw them back. Naruto deflects and catch one of them on the grass. As he used chakra to his feet and flicked it back towards Kakashi. Too slow, said Kakashi with a tease. As he caught Naruto kunai and used it to deflect Naruto's own shuriken. As Naruto ran forward and ducked under Kakashi's swipe. Before he flipped up his leg and climbed him like a cliff. As he launched a punch toward his head and kicked at his hip. But Kakashi disengaged from the whole thing, stepping aside. As he then grabbed Naruto's left arm and spun him. Before he launched him towards the bushes. He waited but Naruto did not come back out. Maybe Sakura and Sasuke would give a better challenge, he thought. Sakura looked down. How the hell am I supposed to get a bell when Naruto can't even touch him? As Naruto appeared beside her. What are you doing here? You're gonna give away my spot, she said. At least I tried to get a bell, said Naruto. Are you just gonna lay here all day? At least I tried to see how much of a chance we have. I'll have a better chance than you if I wait for him to come to me. As Naruto thought about leading Kakashi into a trap. But he saw the flaw instantly. We're the ones that were supposed to get the bell, not the other way around. We? Sakura said, as she smirked. So you're already giving up and begging for my help, she asked. Naruto's lips curled up into a snarl. We will have a better chance against a damn Jonin. And tell me, do you want to go back to the academy? As she thought about it, if she could get both bells, she could just give one to Sasuke instead of Naruto. Fine, we'll try once. As she was about to get up, but Naruto pulled her back down. What now, she asked. Look, Sasuke is going for the bells. Let's watch and make a plan before we strike. Sharingan already out, Kakashi said. As Sasuke launched a fireball towards him. A genin using this jutsu, Kakashi thought, as he could feel the immense chakra. But Sasuke watches Kakashi turn into a log, before he was thrown around just like Naruto, as he jumped back in hiding. Kakashi waited for a while as a hail of kunais were thrown towards him. As another came from the other side, he was about to leap up in the air until Naruto appeared behind him and wrapped his arms around him. As Kakashi wondered where the other shurikens came from. As he let the shurikens hit him, as real Kakashi was watching everything from where he was. As Sakura rushed over and grabbed the bells. Yes, I have them, she said. Poof. Everything disappeared, including Kakashi as well. Kakashi wondered if they were catching on to work as a team. He saw Sasuke walk up to them. We need to work together. We can decide who get the bell later. Naruto agrees. Kakashi is too strong, there is no way we can fight him alone. Or 2-on-1. Sakura was happy to agree with Sasuke, but she was worrying about Sasuke handing over a bell to Naruto. Interesting, Kakashi muttered as he leaped down and waited. They found him once again as he was reading his book. You found me, he said. I was wondering how long it would take you. As it was Naruto, backed up by 3 clones. They all rushed him at once, as Kakashi took out the clones rather swiftly. While he was distracted, Sasuke arrived and released another fireball, while Naruto was dangerously close. He didn't like that he would launch an attack so close to his teammates as Naruto flipped away. As he arrived, he saw Sakura. She kept on throwing kunais at him. Disappointed, he says, he went through hand sign. A whip of water came from the river beside him, and grabbed Naruto by the neck and pulled him into the water. He vanished and placed Sakura under a genjutsu. She screamed at what she saw. Sasuke's eyes looked around in a panic, as he was yanked into the ground. You 3 are running out of time, Kakashi said, as he walked away, pulling out his book to read once again. Naruto came out of the water looking soaked. He released Sakura and digged Sasuke out of the earth. Kakashi's only using as much power to stop us from getting the bells. He's a Jonin, I don't think any one of us can get the bells, said Naruto. The test probably isn't about getting the bells. He lied to get us to compete for them. There's a hidden mean that he wants us to try on our own. But what have we not done yet, Sasuke asked. Maybe a plan, Sakura said. We keep on throwing ourselves at him, and it's not working. We were all attacking at once, and it looked like we were getting each other way to him. We need to make a plan to show him that we can work as one. The sun was getting low as Soccer offered up a simple plan. But they weren't after the bells, they just wanted to see that they were working as a team. The next attack was swift. Kakashi noticed that Naruto created 2 clones to guard each of the teammates' back, to try to stop him from getting at them from the rear. They tried to wrap him up in ninja wires to burn him, as they sent fire down it, but he was easy to escape. Every time he dodged, they pushed him to another attack, taijutsu ninjutsu. He weaved through them all before his body slammed by the exhausted Genins. As Soccer gripped his right arm, Sasuke gripped his leg, a clone of Naruto gripped both arm and leg as well. He smiled under his mask as he let Naruto swipe the bells. Ah, you got them. Now make your choice. Who is going back to the academy, Naruto? That's up to you, said Naruto as he tossed the bells back to him. All of us or none of us. Kakashi started to laugh. His voice sounded ridiculously happy. I guess I have no choice. You pass, he said. All of them. Slump in relief. Well done, you 3. You're the very first Team 7 under my tutelage. However, Kakashi pulled Naruto in the water with a water rope once again. That is for giving me the scare of my life yesterday, he said. Meet me here tomorrow. As he was gone, a poof. Naruto burst out of the water. Truly, there is no end to conflict in the cursed shinobi world, as they think of a way to get Kakashi back. When Naruto got home, he was glad that he would be finally doing some missions, and he also did not give away a lot today, as he did some light food due to reading before he went to bed. Soccer only had time to eat some of her mother cooking, as she passed out. Sleep tight, baby girl. Her father tucked her in. Sasuke had a harder time sleeping though, as his excitement had overpowered his tiredness. I'm one step closer to you, brother, he thought. But guys, be and subscribe right here. If you want to see the next person do, like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notifications they posted. Remember, share to all of your friends in your social media platform. But more for now, see you guys soon. Peace.